So our final Titan is Stephanie Sumarna. Stephanie, woo! Stephanie is an EdTech and innovation leader who equips educators to integrate technology confidently, meaningfully, and equitably. Drawing on 11 years in the classroom and over 5 years at the Santa Cruz County Office of Education, she has delivered more than 200 hours of professional development, guided district digital literacy planning, co-led a computer science community of practice, and built widely used resources and newsletters. Stephanie? Awesome.
Let's hear it for newsletters. Who loves a newsletter? Okay, so my name is Stephanie. I'm a tech titan, and I still have my emotional support piece of paper. Marcella and Julie were in good company. I manifested a little too hard. Now I'm up here giving a speech. Surprise, I'm the last one. Cherry on top. Did that on purpose. And I built my entire career on listening, so this is going to be a little bit awkward. I'm going to try my best. A quick background about me. I started my career as a classroom teacher, and in that space, it is 77% female. I was around people who looked like me, who sounded like me, who talked like me, and then I transitioned into educational technology, and it was a little bit different. So I'd like to tell you a short story about one of the first meetings in my new role. We love an icebreaker at the COE. So it started with an icebreaker. Picture me, a room full of fleece vests. If you are wearing a vest tonight, I'm very sorry. And me. And the icebreaker is, tell me about your favorite hobby in high school. We go around the space, and it's like cars, sports, guitars, something like that. That's what my memory says. And I was like, okay, so there was this thing called a caboodle. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's like a toolbox, and you open it up, and it has like your eyeshadow and your lip gloss. So being the caboodle person in a room full of fleece vests, there was like a moment where I was like, maybe I don't quite belong here. And I'm sorry to say that carried a little bit. In the beginning days of ChatGPT, like 2 years ago, I asked it to generate a picture of me based on what it knew about my role. And it turned me into a beautiful silver fox, white male, wearing a blazer. Even AI didn't think that someone like me would be in the role that I was. But things have changed a little bit. We're going to tell another story. I love a full circle moment. So on our Tech Plus team, we can tell I love sparkle. At all of our events, I love to go overboard. This is from my private collection. We've got disco balls, confetti, fairy lights, honeycomb balls. Jason, you know what I'm talking about. My boss is in the back. He likes to tease me about it. In December, we had one of our biggest events of the year, and wouldn't you know it, I got sick. I'm lying on my pneumonia deathbed, surviving on nothing but Bravo TV and NyQuil, and I get an emergency text from my boss. Where are the honeycomb balls? So it was in that moment, other moments true, where I knew that, this is where I'm supposed to be. The things that I felt shy, that I felt like I had to hide, were actually what I needed to lean into. Those were what made the event special. Those were what people enjoyed. And so by leaning into that, it quietly sends a message to other people that they can come into that space and they can lean in and be their full selves too. And loose connection, but I feel like that's what technology can do. It can provide a space for people who maybe don't feel seen or heard to be seen and to feel heard. And I've tried to infuse that in my work with students and teachers across our county, showing them that technology is a bridge to what's possible. A couple of the projects that I've worked on include the LGBTQ Queer History Student Podcast. With that project, a group of students from across our county collected and preserved our community's rich queer history. Another project that we've worked on is the Her Story event in partnership with Lookout Santa Cruz and the Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History, where the contributions of women to our community are recognized and celebrated. Thank you. A moment that I'll always remember is at the podcast launch, students shared that they now saw themselves differently. They saw themselves as storytellers, as content creators, as historians. They were given the space to be seen, and in that space, they saw themselves in a new way. It uncovered what was possible. So as I look around this room, I see many people that I've worked with, many people that I admire. There are teachers who have trusted me with their classrooms and their time. There are community partners that have built really special things. There are my friends and my husband, who, if you want to compete over best hat, I just want to point you over to him. And I want to say how grateful I am to be able to build things with you all. As a teacher, as an educator, we're often shooting for like the supporting actor win, like a footnote in someone's speech or in the beginning of a book. And so to be here giving main character energy is quite a surprise. I just want to say thank you all so much. I am humbled, I am so grateful, and I'm so thankful to be able to build things in our community. Thank you.